Early in the morning, wake your goat mouth ass up.
I want to send a congratulations to TZ Von, Savage, and Jay Lava for their 500th episode of Keep It P podcast. Be one to be blessed.
Keep it P, man. From the P Mount to itself, the Bishop John Magic Wand, chairman of the board of famous players everywhere. You dig? Church.
Thank you for being their fans coming from P. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out the Keep It P podcast. This is me telling you. P. That's the Ghost LOXD block. And congratulations once again, TZ Vaughn, Savage, and Jay Lava. Love is love. Go Soldier Soul.
Jay Lava, television, network, the whole fucking 9 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Early in the morning, wake your goat mouth ass up.
In the easy baby, you're jocking my style. He's so crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, man. See, that's where you ruined it at, man. I was having fun until you came with the yay.
Straight up.
Come on, man. The yays, bro.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. I guess I gotta.
Yeah.
No. Stop. Stop it. It's the yays. I forgot. Yeah, we do got this. Yeah, this is a podcast that we're doing here, huh? Let me introduce it then.
Yes, sir.
Let me introduce it then. Okay. Listen, guys. Here, I got something. Here, I'm gonna do full screen for you this time. Check that out. Hey. How you doing? I'm Jay Lava. This is Keep It P to the podcast, where we take news to the situations and the everyday occurrences, and we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And we're not trying to tell you what to think, trying to show you what to think when you find yourself mixed up in the anti-black racist war propaganda machine being perpetuated by the lamestream media, and you got the Democrats and the Republicans going bipartisan, super saiyan to target you with 94 and 1 legislation for Asians. Just thought I might want to rub that in your face. I got another guy that probably wants to sprinkle you with some game. Do you have some game to sprinkle them with, guy?
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay.
It's a little bit like this. Hashtag for the record doe.
Okay, I hear you.
Hashtag FTRD. TZ Von Savage in the place to be.
Fatality.
Sucker MC.
You killed that, son. You killed that with the fatality, son. Finish him.
Finish him. See, and what's so funny is I just heard it in my head.
Yeah, finish him.
I just was in studio, so then it was like, finish him. I heard it was like,
oh, like a bomb.
Finish him. But anyway, y'all might have thought that was and it is black music, by the way.
Black music. That's exactly what it is, and I won't say anything else. With that being said, also, let's get to this story because this one's a doozer. If you see here, we got our man's on the screen here, you know. Looks like a mugshot photo, something you don't see for white perpetrators, but I digress. Now they're alleging that he killed himself. He's a suspected gang leader. His name's Gary. Rest in peace, Gary.
R.I.P. brother.
But they're trying to say, now what they're trying to say is that he murked himself after a 3-hour standoff with the Popo. Now that's what they're saying. Now I'm finna see if that
fish sticks.
Well, now I got to see now. I got to see. I'm gonna give him the doubt of the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? The max for the minimum for the max, and it's never the same place twice.
I smell chicken of the sea.
Well, that's what you say. All right, but hold on now. Let me see what now. So it says, in Georgia, the suspected founder and leader of a street gang. Which one? Okay, so if he was the founder and the leader, wouldn't you want to expose that gang? Wouldn't you want to put that gang out here so that everybody knows what gang leaders just died?
They would have put it in there. They would have put it in there.
But they did not. And it says leader of street gang has died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound yesterday after leaving police on a standstill for 3 hours. Now I call shenanigans because they're not the same little palm colored kids that was busting at the cops from the other day. This is a full-grown black Negro, and they wasn't having no leniency. It wasn't nobody on the radio talking about, we're not gonna kill these kids, man. Just kick back, man. Don't confront them. Don't challenge them, man. We're just gonna wait it out.
But they're shooting at me.
But you're just gonna wait it out, okay? Just take cover. They wasn't saying that. According to the Atlanta Journal Constitutional, Gary Anthony Creek, of 39, of Baltimore, Maryland, was found dead. I know everything. Was found dead with a gunshot wound in a Sandy Springs apartment around 4 p.m. after being barricaded as police officers surrounded him. According to the Associated Press, federal officers requested an arrest warrant for the potential involvement of the founder of a violent Baltimore gang. 3 hostages were rescued shortly before he committed suicide. So he took hostages too? Nah, I don't believe it. It was probably just his homeboys at the crib. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just don't believe any story that I'm just told by these people.
I'm saying, and so he didn't bust one shot but at himself.
The department has been cleared. The suspect is deceased from an apparent self. Hold up. The department has been cleared? Says who in what investigation on this tweet from the Sandy Springs police?
How's it apparent?
Hold up.
And why would it be apparent?
Why are they talking like this in text message in tweets? What about spoiling the investigation? What about all that? The suspect is deceased from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. A Deer Lane will be reopened shortly. The hostages were not injured during this incident. Officials and deputies were not injured during this incident. Update: at 3:58, 3 hostages have been released safely. And then there's another update at, what is this, 6:20. The barricaded suspect has been identified as Gary Anthony. Why is it they doing this over tweet? Why the shit's happening? What law enforcement agency tweets out what's happening at a crime scene? A fugitive from Baltimore, Maryland area. For more information on the original arrest warrants, please contact the Bloop-de-Blue Fields Police. Update at, looks like 7 o'clock now. The apartment has been cleared. The suspect is deceased from the gunshot wounds, blah, 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 blah. Then it says, according to the Griot, which is a Byron I'm Not Black publication, According to the Griot, police officials followed up on the arrest warrant after Creek did not show up after being named in a racketeering incident. So something non-violence promoted the violence to go kill him. So if he was a part of a racketeering deal, which is kind of like blue collar crime, not necessarily associated with gang members. You didn't say he shot a rival hood or anything. So what you're saying is you just threw the gang member thing in there to kind of just to justify the shooting that you guys did. Okay, I get it now. It says he and 14 other gang associates he led and founded Triple C Gang, where we're charged with 18 murders, 27 attempt murders, and drug distribution. So let me get this straight.
Now here we go.
So over some racketeering, you were able to look after, find, and build cases on how many people here? Hold on. 27 people. 18. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. So it was 18 murders, 27 people. Obviously, not all committed by the same person.
Right.
Y'all did a lot of time together, huh? Y'all put a lot of twos and twos together. It's funny when some white supremacists go shoots up something, they ain't got no friends or no homies or none of that, huh?
Lone wolves.
No homies, no friends. They came out of nowhere. They were the only people that think like this. They didn't have a social media page.
Family disowned them years ago.
Yep, they lived in a remote shack in the woods off the grid. That's what they will have you to believe. But here we go. Cuz get jammed up on a minor infraction. You got the whole squad now. The whole squad's going down. Okay. All right. Okay.
And then I find it funny that he was involved with killing so many people, and then all of a sudden he was the coward and just blew his brains out and said, I just can't take it.
All right, well, let's get to that. Creek was supposed to turn himself in on June 3rd. He was violating the conditions of his release. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Maryland said in a statement that the government had accordingly filed a motion to revert Mr. Creek's condition of release and has requested a warrant for his arrest be placed on the assessment of him being a flight risk. It says more splainy splain, splat splat sploo, and it leaves you, okay, so instead of paragraphs, it leaves you with a tweet from the ATF Baltimore, and it says, notice they say fugitive Gary Creek deceased. So if he's a fugitive, he ain't running from nothing. He dead, dog. He ain't running from nothing, B. Fugitive Gary Creek deceased from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound in Atlanta after a hostage situation today.
Why y'all keep saying apparent, man?
That's the fish sticks. They killed the dude. Come on now. If you don't see that, they killed him. We're grateful that the victims are safe and no officers or bystanders were harmed. We thank Bloopty Blue Blamdy Blam for their quick action. Then here goes another ATF Baltimore. ATF Baltimore are offering $10,000 for leading information to Gary Creek and alleged Triple C gang founding. Charged in conspiracy, responsible for 40 plus murders and attempted murders in Baltimore. ATF. Okay, so yeah.
That must have been when he was shaking and wiggling.
I mean, I suppose so, but I'm just trying to figure out, okay.
Yeah. And one of his family members turned him in too.
Of course they did, to try to get that little bread. You know that's how it works.
You dirty dog.
But my thing is this though. Alright. I'm trying to figure out why Cuz had to die. When they talking about this, I don't see how they ain't explain nothing about how the hostage situation took place. Not we were trying to apprehend the subject and you know, and 3 customers was at his house, so he wouldn't let him leave and held him as hostages? Or like, where does the 3 hostages come from? Who's the 3 hostages? How do you conveniently have hostages at your crib when the police come to raid you?
Right. And this wasn't in Atlanta? I thought it said in Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, it says in Georgia. But he from Baltimore though.
No, he got the case. Everything's from Baltimore.
So what that?
All the murders, all the drug, all the gang is all from Baltimore. He went to court in Baltimore. So I'm just saying, was he on the run? And then, but I thought they said it was his apartment.
Right. That's what Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or was he at somebody else's apartment and that's where the hostages came in because he wouldn't let him leave? I don't know. It's too many fish sticks.
I thought it said his apartment.
You know, says keeping officers at bay for 3 hours. Blah blah blah. I don't see. I don't really see.
It did name the apartment buildings though, right?
Yeah, it named him and the apartment buildings, like where he stay and all of that. Hold on, let me go back. It says, according to the Journal, Gary Anthony Creek, 39 of Baltimore, Maryland, was found dead with a gunshot wound in a Sandy Springs apartment.
Oh, a Sandy
being
Springs
barricaded
apartment.
as police officers surround him, according to Associated Press. So yeah, that's what lead me to think that he was probably at somebody else's crib staying.
So you tell. It's just funny how you tell the apartment building, but there's no other details. That the owners of the apartment, the occupants of the apartment, he took over somebody else's apartment. He was at his ex-girlfriend's apartment. He was at his cousin's baby mama's apartment on his dad's mom's side. No, nothing.
Uh-oh. Does that mean what we think it means?
What's that?
That is girl's PC? And they don't want to involve them in it at all? I mean, it's bad enough they put the apartment out there, but we ain't heard nothing from. I mean, how does somebody get killed?
About these hostages.
That's what. Yeah, he was at his girl's house, and his girl, her mom, and maybe their little brother or sister was up in there, and the funk went down, and cuz was like, "Your ass ain't going nowhere. I'm blasting my way out this shit," and boom. Because no demonization. Look, no demon. No, not a lick. Not even a trait. Not even a hint of demonize. Not even a motherfucking afterthought of anything bad in this whole article. Nothing was bad. Just you know, person shot himself. You know what I'm saying? Killed himself. He had a couple hostages. You know. No big deal. They got away fine. You know, they already starting the healing process.
Nobody was hurt. No sheriffs was hurt.
They already starting the healing process.
No
you know what I'm
was
saying?
Hurt.
So if they starting the healing process, then what you worried about it for? They good with it. They healing. Yeah, I think she was. It had to be PC. She because think about it. If it was if he was at a black girl's house, then it would have been the ghetto salon / daycare / braid conglomerate. You know what I'm saying?
Police have been called to this address
several times in the
times.
past. You know what I'm saying? There's been loud disturbances after 10 o'clock numerous times week. You know, it just would have went there. But they were arrested for shoplifting in 2007. But they stayed directly on cuz though. Shit, I was gonna skip him over. You know what I'm saying? Like, just based off how it seems. But now when I read it, I'm like, nah. Nah. I ain't believing it.
Definitely.
Nah, because I mean, if you want me to believe it, tell me a better story, is what the fuck I'm saying. The shit y'all be
Yeah.
saying don't be making no sense, man. I'm not
At
gonna
all.
believe that shit.
Hogwash.
Washing of the hoggeths. So much to the point
We ain't
where,
gonna hold y'all.
yeah, I was just gonna say I ain't even finna hold y'all because it's plain ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
We got a bunch of
Ridiculous.
.coms. Get in tune with those. J Lava, TZ Von Savage, Von Savage Media, Keep It P Podcast, Hello McFlizzle, LeBron Jameson. If you're not subscribed to each and every
Period.
member on this team, you're bullshit. There's Kendra,
I
there's
promise
Cedric, there's Robert, and there's Vicky. There's us plus
Talk
4.
about all the being all cold. I'm just saying you can't go hit the wingles.
Nah,
Come on, man.
you know, I found that people might click on your video and watch it, but then when it comes to supporting it, oh no, not a like. You want me to hit that button right there on my phone to make that little blue thing go pa-ting or a thumb? I don't know if I don't. So you saying you want me to push that one button with the curvy arrow and like share it so somebody else might be able to see your shit? I mess with you, but I don't mess with you like that.
Not like that.
I mess with you, but I don't mess with you enough to be sharing
Not
your
like
program
that.
or liking
You
your
talk that
content.
blackity black.
Nah. I ain't sharing or liking nothing. You know what I'm saying? I help you with your little. I help you with your little podcast. You know, whatever you want to do with your little podcast. But nah. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about, my little podcast? Nah, all right, it's time to go. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Yeah. And we out, without a doubt. Sucker MCs.
Music TV. Music TV.